When we talk about lucky house address, lucky flat number, Vastu, or in general, lucky apartment, lucky address, so we basically intend to attract happiness, love, success, growth, money, savings, and all kinds of fulfillment of desires in that particular house or in that particular apartment or flat. So what is the basic criteria to ensure that this flat or this particular house is going to be lucky for us? Your numbers very well defined it for you. You can simply use your sustainer number, your birth date numbers to decide whether a particular house is going to be lucky for you or not. So what you are supposed to do, you have to simply add up all the numbers in your birth date, that is DD, MM, YY, all the 8 digits are to be added and reduce it to a single number. For example, if it comes out to be number 5, so you can always go for an apartment or a flat or a house or a plot which has a numeric address totaling to 5. For example, a flat bearing an address of 302 or maybe 32 or maybe 41 or 104 or any such addresses, you can take it for you. The problem appears when it comes to a family. So if you are living alone, it's perfectly fine. But when you talk about your family, so not all the members might be having the same sustainer number or might not be having the same lucky number. So in that case, we need to find out a single number that is likely to be beneficial and lucky for all the members of the family. And practically, it is almost impossible. Yes, there is certain combination that exists, and because of that particular combination, all those members are residing in one particular house. They are living together, no matter whether there are 4 people or 5 people or maybe 6 people. So and that particular combination that always requires a detailed evaluation of astronumerology charts for all the members, because that is the only method, that is the only technique available to exactly find out that particular secret combination that is going to be beneficial for all the members. And this is what we do when we design a new house for a family, new bungalow, or maybe at times penthouses also. So in general, if we talk about lucky numbers, that is going to be beneficial for all the members. So I'll share 4 numbers here that will always be helpful for you. First number out of those 4 numbers is number 3. So if you take an apartment or a house that is related to number 3, that is okay. And absolutely number 3, I'm talking about absolute number. I'm not talking about compound numbers. I'm not talking about number 102 or maybe 201 or 111. So absolute number 3, absolute number 6, and absolute number 9. So these 3 numbers are perfectly fine. People residing in such apartments, the numeric value I'm talking about. So an apartment, a house address, those might also be having some alphabet associated with it. For example, a block number or maybe building number or maybe floor level number, or alphabet associated with the floor. For example, ground floor relates to a number, alphabet A, first floor is B. So I'm just talking about the numeric number. And that number is number 3 or 6 or 9. So there are very high chances that those apartments, those houses, those spaces will be beneficial for the residents. But when it comes to compound number, now, for example, number 221, so it totals to 5. When it maybe 207, so it again totals to number 9. So number 9 is in general lucky for almost more than 90% of people. But when it comes to compound number, the results might differ. So again, you have to do a detailed astronumerology analysis only to exactly define whether this particular number is going to be beneficial for you or not. So to be on the safer side, always prefer these 3 numbers, number 3, 6, or 9. And apart from this, there is one more auspicious number, that is number 22, which is the master number. So master number 22 is going to be auspicious. It might not be very much lucky. You cannot expect that you will attract all round of happiness in that house. But yes, since it relates to number 4 and that talks about the bonding in the family, so in number 22 house, in number 6 house, you can always expect basically a kind of skill of how to deal with other members. Maybe 2 members might not be getting well with each other, they might not gel with each other. But still, if they are putting up in a house that bears an address of number 6 or number 22, they'll be skilled enough to be able to adjust with each other and deal with each other. So when it comes to number 9, its combinations, even the compound numbers are likely to be helpful in general. But yes, compound numbers need detailed analysis always. So it's always advisable to go for that analysis before buying a new house, especially constructing your own bungalow. And even if you are not putting up in a house that is not suitable for you, and if you are facing some kind of challenges in that house, so there are very easy remedies possible, and those are very powerful at the same time. And those can be as simple as just putting a particular paint on a particular wall, or putting some object, for example, a planter, a particular plant in a particular direction along a particular wall, or just putting a painting there, or something, some similar kind of thing. So these remedies, these are almost these cost almost negligible, almost no charges for these, and there is absolutely no demolition involved in these, and you can simply change the energy architecture inside your house. And this is where Vastu Shastra comes into play, and that is why we people practice NumeroVastu, a subject, that a topic, a term that we coined initially. And I'm happy that lakhs of people now have been following NumeroVastu legally or illegally, officially or unofficially, but at least they are doing this, and they are simply helping this NumeroVastu knowledge spread to all the people, to all the concerned persons. And I just want that everyone should get benefited from this research work. So when it comes to selecting a beneficial and favorable house, a lucky house for you, always prefer your sustainer number. The head of the family should be preferred in that case. And if it is not possible, in general, you can select a number, a house address related to absolute number 3, absolute number 6, absolute number 9. And even if that is not possible, then you can prefer a number, a house address related to number 22. In some cases, you can also buy a house related to master number 11, but not always, especially number 8, people should avoid that. And in general, you can also, if it is not possible, and if no other remedies are possible, then in that case, you can go for compound numbers related to these numbers, right? So you can go for, if 9 is not possible, then you can go for 207, then you can go for maybe 531 or 135. But you need to ascertain whether such numbers have been favorable for you in the past, in earlier houses where you were putting up. So what were the addresses of those houses? And I trust those shall comply very well with your lucky numbers, and accordingly you can select a new house. So I trust this video shall help weed out all the myths and all the superstitions related to selecting a lucky house address for you, and you'll be able to select a better and beneficial house for yourself. So stay connected, and do post your comments in this video. Whatever you want to know, whatever you want us to discuss, please do share with us, and we'll try to come up with that video very soon. Thank you very much. Stay connected.